here on our CBS8 backlot this morning. We are talking about yoga, and we're talking about doing some yoga, not only outside where we are right now, but around beautiful spots in San Diego.
Yes.
So Jacqueline, thank you for being with us this morning from Yoga Jawn. We also have Alexander and Annalicia, our models for the day, showing off some of the moves that you'll be encouraging people to do alongside you at Sunset Cliffs, at the Carlsbad Flower Fields. You have plenty of locations, and not only do you get to just enjoy these locations being outside, but you get to do some yoga too, right?
Absolutely.
I want you to walk us through Yoga Jawn and how it came to be. So let's start off with that.
So I took a yoga teacher training in 2017 because yoga and San Diego really go together. They're two things that are like bread and butter. And I had always been looking for a space where I felt like, you know, I didn't have to be the best at yoga, but I would feel welcomed, and so I wanted to create classes like that. And so I just put a class up on Eventbrite and said, hey, if you want to come and hang out with me, and people started showing up. And then they kept showing up. That was the important part. They kept showing up.
Right.
And they kept saying, you know, I love your class. I feel so good after. And it really became more of the community's classes, more so than mine.
Yeah.
And I was really just along for the ride.
And now, I mean, this is growing even bigger now as you're going to be doing classes at the Carlsbad Flower Fields.
Yeah.
You have tickets for those on Eventbrite, correct?
I do, yes.
You have several different sessions.
Yes.
I mean, what does it mean to you to be able to do this in our community?
It's kind of emotional in a way, especially after how disconnected everybody has felt over the last 2 years, to be able to recreate community again. When classes were shut down, that's all I craved was, I didn't realize how lucky we were to have a community where we could connect, where people were smiling and laughing and hugging. And so to bring these classes back, when I hit post on those classes, I teared up because it's the most quintessential San Diego thing you can do. You're out in a flower field, you're doing yoga, you're doing some wellness activity, you're in the sunshine, you're in an Instagrammable place, which is, I mean, that's like San Diego, right? And so yeah, it's really exciting.
And we have all of that here with us now outside. So let's walk through some of the exercises. You're going to kind of put me to the test.
Yes.
Let's see what I can do.
All right, right into a handstand.
You guys are put to the test too. However, I'm a little bit more confident in your abilities than mine, but let's see.
All right, so we'll start with a warrior two, which is, we're gonna start with in a little bit of a lunge in our front right foot. Front knee and toe are gonna point forward. Okay. And your back foot's gonna be parallel to the back of the mat. And then let's lean into that lunge, kind of drop into it a little bit, and then lift that back arm so it's even with your shoulders. So this is our strong warrior stance, and then we're gonna flip that front hand towards the sky and reverse your warrior and keep that lunge going as we reverse. And then we're bringing it back down to a side angle. So the front elbow comes to the front knee, top arm goes to the sky.
And tell us, I mean, for people who maybe, like me, don't have as much experience with yoga, you say this is for any skill level, right?
Yes. So we'll reverse it one more time. And one of the things that I love about these classes, and that I tell people all the time, is that you can have never done a yoga class before and show up to one of my classes, and I'm going to make you feel welcome and make you feel like you can do it, because that's what we need. We need a place for beginners to find a place where they can figure out if they like it or not. So
okay, let's see. What else do we got here?
Let's do a tree pose. We'll do a little balancing. So this is like the most Instagrammable yoga pose, one of the ones you'll see.
That's right.
We're gonna balance on our right leg and take that left foot, and you can bring it either to your calf or to your inner thigh. Okay. I have slippery pants on, so I'm going with my calf.
Okay, I like that.
All right, and then we're gonna bring our hands up to our heart and find something that's not moving to focus on.
So not the camera in front of us.
No, not the camera. I always tell people, if you're looking at the waves or like a tree in the wind, you may fall over. And so then let's bring our hands up, and it adds a little level of challenge when we bring our hands up to our head.
I didn't realize you lose a little bit of balance.
And then if you really want to throw something in there, go ahead and look up at your hands, and then that's when I always fall. That's when I always fall over.
Ooh, I can't even lift my head that far up.
So that you can bring that down, and if you want, you can try it on the other side.
Yeah. So tell us, some of these classes require just that you register on Eventbrite in advance. They're free for admission. Yes. And then other ones, like the Carlsbad Flower Fields, it's a paid ticket, correct?
Correct, yeah. I like to keep the classes accessible, so I never want financial restraints to prevent somebody from coming and hanging out with us.
And so for people who do want to head out to the Carlsbad Flower Fields, maybe get that Instagrammable post, tell us about those tickets specifically.
So there's early bird tickets. They're $35 $40. That includes your full day entry into the fields. And then there's last minute tickets, which is usually where I fall, where you're getting tickets the day of. And those are $40. They include all day entry. We'll be taking pictures like this. Just like, I mean,
You're not going to fault anyone for breaking out their Instagram posts
no,
during the yoga.
in fact, at this class, I see people pull their phones out and take pictures all the time, and I totally don't care. I think, why not? Like, you're in this beautiful place. Let's take some photos.
I think my favorite part of it is that it is so casual.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's mainly just people who are doing yoga, hanging out together to do that. Thank you, Jacqueline.
Thank you for
being with
having us.
Jackie.
Yes.
Yoga Jawn on Eventbrite is where you can find all those tickets. Thank you to both of you for showing off your incredible moves this morning. And again, you can find out more information online. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back after this.
The tree pose, that one girl on the side there, Evan?
Yeah.
No problem.
So easy. She makes it look so.
They
I'm
were
like
saying
toppling.
you were making the tree pose look easy.
Just pros out there. Yeah,
There we go.
Professional
I feel
yogi.
right.
Deep rats, exactly.
Skills.
You know the drill.
Thanks for the
We'll be
zen.
right back.